This video, we're going to see context. Context is a new way to send data from a parent to subparent, subchild, or any grandchild. So initially, people were using Redux for this, but Redux makes the application very complex and also very hard to manage. Over the period, when people saw that Redux is not solving the problem, and also for small use case, importing Redux is going to add a lot of dependencies to your code. So that's why then they brought context. So context makes it very simple, and also the APIs are very clean to use. So context has two things: one is the provider, one is the consumer. Provider provides the value, and consumer consumes the value. So providers will be in the top of the component tree, and wherever you want to use the data, you can use the consumer to retrieve the data. And whenever provider changes the value, consumer also gets update of the value, new value. So let's get started. We created a sample app to simulate this concept, and I'm going to create a parent and a lot of subchilds. Let me create one. I'm just clearing off this, and let me create a new. Let me walk you through existing scenario. How do you pass data from a parent to a subchild? So let me create a component called child, and create a function that returns component, and it takes the prop. So basically, we'll print prop.name, prop.name, and in order to use this, we'll use something like child and name equal to and just like this. So we get this. So we'll write a small code to change the value on the fly. Change user name. Right. And also want to use this size. That's it. Cool. And give it a name. So now we're going to create a class function called change name. So we need to make this as a state so that you can change it on the fly. So let me create a new state with hooks. The state name, set name, let the initial be param. So we'll be using this inside this. So okay, we need to import new state. So now we got the name right. So now let's create a function. This function will change the name to Raj. So set name Raj. So if you click on it, become Raj. So now what's happening is that it's creating a state, and then that state is passed as a prop to child, and child is printing it. Assume a scenario where the place where you use this name is in a deeper node. Like for example, let's create a subchild. Similarly, name, and we'll be importing subchild. This is child and subchild, and we'll pass on the name as props.name. Or since only one prop is there, we'll also do props. So here I will from subchild. You notice the data is coming from the parent to the child and the subchild finally. So when I do name change, it goes there, like it goes deeper. Assume a scenario where we are creating another child. Inner subchild. And assume that I'm just copy pasting this. I'm doing the same. So another level of depth. So here assume that I'm passing only the prop. subchild. See the difference. Child, subchild, and then inner subchild. So the name, the value is passing over 3 layers now. So every time you change, it passes to 3 layers. In order to solve this issue, we can use context. So where you create the data once in one place, there's no passing, and you can use the data to whichever child you want. So let me do that. So let's go create context. Say name context. Yes. Import React and export React dot create context. That's it. So now this becomes a name context. Let's go to the app.js, the master component, and wrap the entire component tree with name context dot provider. Since the app.js, the root element is providing the data, we're wrapping it around the app provider. So now we need to say which value we need to provide. So as a value prop, say name. Now you can remove name from child, and you can remove props from subchild, and from subchild remove the other props. So now the name doesn't go here. In order to use the name in a subchild, all you have to do is import name context from name context and wrap that subchild with consumer. And now you cannot use directly here, which will you need to take a function and render content. So here as an argument you get the context. Pass the context and create a function called render content value. You'll get the value of the context and return the DOM here. Return the DOM here. So let's say instead of props.name, let's say value. Look at the value. So basically now the data is coming from child, from app.js, passed to the child and subchild, and then inner subchild, and then subchild, and finally inner subchild. So the data is flowing directly from app to the child, the grandchild, by which you can use it in various places, like whenever you authenticate, change the name in the header. Whenever you change the name in the profile, change the name in the header, or like changing the data in the graph should reflect the other factors. When you get a notification, change the counter, and like put the provider in the listener and consumer in the notification badge, something like that. So this will solve a lot of problems without using Redux and creating your real-time application much faster, much manageable, much simpler. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe. Thank you.